EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Falcons going up against the Bears. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the defending NFC champions, the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Week one, the intrigue in this matchup comes from both ends of the spectrum. You have the Falcons coming off the incredible season, but the stinging Super Bowl defeat. And then you have the Bears trying to put the pieces back together after a franchise-worst 3-13 campaign.
Back for the future. At least they believe that. So they're almost hitting the reset button there. But when you look at Atlanta, it's like unfinished business for them. Up 28-3 in the Super Bowl, they still can't believe they let that one get away.
Foles. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Now Foles. Dancing to his left. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Foles. Buying time to his left. Yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson from 8 yards out, and the Bears have taken the early lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
How to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. On first down, Ryan. And his His first look is incomplete. They were looking that time to get it to Justin Hardy. And now it's second down. Play action. It's Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Danny Trevathan not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Matt Bosher, 7th-year man from Miami, on to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
He'll look to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons offense, as they head back out there, Charles, what can this unit do for an encore? When you look at 2016, they scored 540 points, 71 more than anybody else in the league. So those are big shoes to fill.
They certainly are. While they'll have a different play caller in 2017, they still have Matt Ryan at quarterback, who was the NFL's MVP last year, had a phenomenal season. And with his work ethic, he expects to be even better as he continues to move forward. Still have Julio Jones to throw the ball to, two-headed monster at running back. They feel great about offense. And they got better on defense as the year went along last year and actually drafted another pass rusher and Takk McKinley out of UCLA. For them, the encore is getting back to the Super Bowl and winning it this time.
Dumps it off to Gurley. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Gurley, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't it? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be taken at the 13. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Bears take over. Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you can see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And that is incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route. Steps and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jimmy Graham from 4 yards out. And the Bears will extend their lead. You got to figure if they want to have success this year, the more they can put the football in his hands, the better, coming off a Pro Bowl campaign.
And that Pro Bowl campaign does more than just get him notoriety. It also plants an idea in the minds of guys trying to defend him that he's really pretty good and sometimes gives you a little bit of extra room, a little bit of extra deference, and he's taking advantage of it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. A reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in Week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On third down, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and they just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Whoosh. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. They give him a gain of 37.
we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down, but they'll get it back. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll look to throw. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw. Breaks a tackle. Eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Nick Foles in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management.
And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 30, past the 20, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
Now, that's a rare sight indeed, but one that their fans hope that they'll see much more of in 2017. A takeaway.
Yeah, only 3 fumbles recovered last year, tied for fewest in the National Football League. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here.
We often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime...
They've got his man complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 82 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before.
Now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Taking it about the 16. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And Jones has it over the middle. A phrase we said a lot last year. Ryan to Jones for a Falcon first down. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 46 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Back to throw here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They have, by the way, gone to the 3rd quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. DeAndre Hopkins, a big target in that one. He's closing in on 100 yards receiving.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now Foles. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Here's Foles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Foles. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson from 10 yards out. And the Bears will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
So that'll bump it back to a 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Now Ryan on second down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
12 more yards there and another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's brought down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. To throw again is Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Ryan. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Offense.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Ryan will throw again. The swing pass caught. And he's brought down after a good gain. A nice gain at 21 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
It's not a bad idea. Set up in the gun. Send a bunch of guys out wide and let the defense think you're going to try and put one in the end zone. But here, the draw play just gets bottled up from the start, and he'll wind up losing yardage.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't... Throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This one you keep for yourself. Take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. Where Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Time running out here on the play clock. He'll look to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Play clock winding down. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun
day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
The play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll look to throw here. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go deep. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They go play action with Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun on third down, Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Robert Quinn in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Here we go. It's Ryan on fourth down. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Bears on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is third down and 12. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. They are in the 4th in Buffalo, and it was the Jets that came away victorious there. A win would be their first of the young season. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a...
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.